Hey John, Don Green. Thanks for the opportunity to have a little go at this and just to send you through what we call a screencast. This is basically showing you a little bit about your site and then the opposition, and just to show you a couple of things that would be the reason for him being in front of you. Okay, so as you can see, this is your site. I like these drop downs and that. Anyway, you've got a clickable phone number. Not always a fan of the 1300 because I don't know, it just gives me the like a national organization where you're going to be put on hold and things like that. So that's just me personally though. So, but that's your number, so you got that there. Um, Content going through your site. You need a call to action, like one of these forms on every single page you have. So you've got that. This here, because you've got your name, address, and phone number. That's what is called a citation. Okay, so anything with your name, address, and phone number, or a NAP, is called a citation. So if you can get this onto as many other websites as you can, that is what helps promote you with your Google listing as well. So that's why you would put this into your directories that you might be a part of and things like that. So you are a bit light on the content. Like, Google is a business just like you and me. So what it tries to do is when people put in a search, it tries to give them the best informative, authoritative content for that user. Okay, so I looked at your word count. You only have maybe 320 words on your homepage. Google likes to see at least 1,500 to 2,000 words of authoritative content, because then that's them providing the end user, the person doing the search, with a better result. Okay, so that's one factor. If I look at your back end of your website through that tool I said I use, the Ahrefs. Okay, this is your information of your site. A DR is your domain rating. Okay, so it has a DR of 10. Looks like it's just been pumped up. This is a 0 to 100 score. Okay, and it's telling me that you're 21.75 million website ranked in the world. So that's your ranking number over all the websites. Okay, and looking at that, like, it does look pretty bad, but it's not as bad as it could be, definitely, since there's hundreds of millions of websites out there. Okay, so your backlinks, you have 45 backlinks coming from 28 different websites. Okay, so that's a really good ratio right there. We wouldn't really want to go much more than 5 to 1, but you've nearly, you're better than half, so that's good. A backlink is a link on somebody else's website that will take them back to your website. So, for example, we are on Ahrefs website, but right here, see, this is your actual domain name. So if I clicked on that, it would take me straight back to your website. So that's linking back to your website. So that is what's known as a backlink. Having said that, backlinks aren't equal. Some you won't get any power out of, some you will. They're called do follow and no follow links. So you try to keep that a good ratio as well. But if you've got do follow links, well, then that's what gives you the power. Because a do follow means that you can draw the power from this website and give it to yours. This will be a no follow link, meaning that you're not going to draw any power from this site to point at yours. It's just providing a link. Okay. You do have 825 keywords. So if I was to just have a quick look at them, okay, tiny homes, that volume, people are searching 5.6 thousand times a month, okay? The KD, which is keyword difficulty, is 42, and that's really high. So the keyword difficulty, again, is from 0 to 100. And even so, that's 42, that's really hard to rank for, meaning that you would have to spend a lot of money pointing power at that keyword on your site to get ranked. Okay, so and you are in position 8, which is a good sign because you're in the top 10. But to get to that position 1, you'd have to send a lot more links from that site. Ideally, you'd try to find keywords with a 0 to 3 rating, like this one here. See, this is perfect. Even so, it's your home, even it's your thing. But the thing is, it's 400 searches a month for your website. It's a 0 KD, which means it's the easy word to rank for. You're getting 140 clicks on that, like traffic, and you are ranked number 1. And I'm not surprised because that's your business name, okay? So so that's what you look for. You look for those 0 to 3 because they are a lot easier to rank for, and you can get up there a lot easier. So Tiny Homes Queensland, even so, that's a 12, 250. You're in position 2. That's a really good position to be in for a 12 KD, unless you're pointing some of those backlinks that you have at that keyword. See, Alphaline Homes 400 is a 1 KD, but you're in position 3 for that. See, so that should be something that you should be easily in position 1 for, especially where it's related to your business name. So you can see these are all your rankings positions for all these other keywords that you have. Okay, so in some of them are pretty high. But I could do a quick turnaround here, and it would firstly take you to the really hard ones, like home power. I don't know that. Build my home. That's a 61 difficulty, and that is really hard. But there's only 40 searches for that, so it's not really worth spending this for 40 searches. And you're in position 32, so you're on page 4 for that. But if I click this again, what it does, it will take us to all the easy keywords that you could be missing out on. You know, Brendale Builders Warehouse, and that may be obviously a competition or a business or something like that. But the fact that it has 500 searches, 0 KD, and you're on page 9, you know, it doesn't always hurt to write opposition stuff in your content, you know, because you could get found for it as well. See, Small House Living Australia, 60 searches a month, 0 KD, because that could give you another 60 searches, but you're on page 9 as well. This could be okay because you, unless this is an actual business or company or whatever, you could get ranking on that and improve that quite easily and get a few more jobs out of that keyword. You know, so you look for the high volume, low KD. Look at this tiny house Airbnb. So this would be a great one because you could be promoting people to build these tiny homes on your property, on their property, and because they got 600 people searching for this, you know, for having it, you're on position 10. You could you say you're on the bottom of page 1, but with this you could probably even increase because you're getting 16 traffic out of that. So that's not a bad one to have, and these are all your keywords anyway. Okay, so having said that, so that's just the rundown on the keywords. So if I go back to the main board here, so the traffic that you're receiving is 1.7 thousand, and it says here that you must be using Google Ads or something because you've got 2 keywords and you're getting 22 traffic out of that. This is where you are. What's this? In January, the week of January in 2022, you had 55 referring domains, and now you've got 28. Okay, so this is something that when you get people to do the SEO and all that, this is what they do. They make sure your backlinks and they don't fall away, because your backlinks could fall away. Like you've had 400, so you've had 500 keywords altogether placed there, but you've only got 45 left. All the rest, the 450, have fallen off. And this is what this can do. It can show you all the broken links and everything and how to fix it. And that's what you would be gaining in the group, how to keep these all active and everything for your own and any clients or any of your leads that you might be doing for other people. Okay, so come back to your website. So I did have a look at your competition that you did, that Aussie Tiny Houses. Okay. The one thing I did see is like that he doesn't have a clickable number here, which is should definitely be something that you have. I've got mine in dark mode, so obviously this is not exactly what your website or his looks like. Okay, so there's usually that white background or whatever else. But you can see he's got a lot more content on his. If I go, let's just go to his home page. This is his home page. And you can see that the content and everything that he has. There is a lot more content. Okay, so this is one of the ranking factors. Like Google has like over 200 ranking factors, and content, backlinks, and citations, they're 3 big ones. Okay, so like I say, he doesn't have that clickable number. He's got that, so I'll take you to the back end of his site, and you can see he's got a 30, and he's number 4 million. So you're 20. So he's 20 million spots in front of you globally. Okay, but globally is nothing to do with nationally or locally. He does have 994 backlinks opposed to your 45. So this is where the power is getting sent back to his site. So this is why he's in front of you, because you need to match him. But having said this, these 994 backlinks, they doesn't necessarily mean that they are great links. No, because you could have maybe 200 great links and it would probably still be 994 poor links. So there could be links coming from the industry, builders, products that you use, all things like that would make it really relevant. And he has got 432 sites that are pointing back, so same kind of ratio as you. But can you see here, 12,500 keywords nearly. Okay, so if I click on his keywords, okay, and look at this, tiny house, 16,000 searches a month, 31 KD, which is a high and hard KD to rank for straight away. He's in position 1. Look at all these position 1s he's in. This is why he's in front, because like 6,000 traffic. You know, this is why, because his content is like, I looked at his content. He's got over 2,300 words of content on his homepage, where you've got that 320. So he's out beating you there already. So he's already in favour with Google. As long as it's authoritative, he's got 12,500 keywords. You've got 800 and something. And he's ranking for these really hard to get keywords with good volume. So he's spent a lot of money on his website getting this done. You know? So these are all his. Like even that Tiny Houses Brisbane, 350 searches. It's a 17 KD. Not easy to rank for. He's getting 286, and he's in position 2. So this is, I'd say, a lot older site than yours, because he's spent a lot more time ranking it. I know that he spent a lot of money in there, and see, his started not way back, 15, but he was starting to get traffic back in 19, where you had a peak in 22. So he's just been getting stronger and stronger with the referring domains. Okay. So, and he's got 38.9 thousand traffic opposed to your 1.7 thousand. Okay, so these are the reasons. Okay, so even if I went onto Google, I done a search for Tiny Homes Queensland, he's in position 1. And surprisingly, especially with the gap difference of the quality of the sites, so to speak, with the keywords and everything, you're in position 2. So that's not terrible. And even in the maps, there's a map section. You're both in there. See, once again, he's up top. He's probably got, if he's above you, that means he's got more citations going around the place than what you have. So he's got his name, address, and phone number in more locations online. And in BAM and everything, you learn how to do all them. You learn where you can outsource it or how you can get them. Like with the store on the BAM, for example, you can just order them, and people will do the citations for you. So if you wanted to sort of like have a bit of just a rough idea on how many you have, let's just go. Alphaline Tiny Homes. Enter. See here, you've got, this is a rough. You might have more or less, but this is saying it's found 49 results. So that to me is telling me that you have got 49 actual citations where you've got your name, address, and phone number in different sites on the web, product reviews, LinkedIn, Instagram. So so you got 49 of them. But if I put in, what's that? Aussie tiny, what's that, houses. Enter. I'm not really seeing the number there. But I'm suggesting that he would have a whole lot more, because let's just go down here, for example. You know what I mean? So there's 96 right there that you can see. Okay, so so you definitely, if he's got 100 If he's got 100 citations, you want 150, 200 citations. So that's going to help you maybe get on top of him in that in the Google listing. Mind you, age and everything of the sites, these are all contributing factors. So the citations is one, but there is other links and everything that you can post to it. So in essence, that you've done, your site there's nothing wrong with it. It's just lacking in those essential areas. It needs more authoritative content with keywords put through the content, so it's more authoritative and people will find you a lot more. You need more citations, you need more backlinks, and these are all things that when you're in BAM, they will actually teach you how to find them, how to create them, where to do it. And you could also, because you're not always going to be able to do it, you're going to be a bit time poor at times, especially with your situation. You can just go to the store and order these things, and you can then easily add to them, be more authoritative ones. They can be better links, and you can start creating the power through that. Okay, so this is probably twice as long as I normally do a screencast for, but I just wanted to explain a couple of things to you a bit more. So, because I normally just brush over these things and just show the difference. But I'm pretty sure that what I've just shown you there, it should give you a bit of an idea. It'll definitely give you a better understanding on why he's where he is and you're where you are. But the thing is, with time and consistency, you can definitely add and create that power to match his, you know what I mean? Because that's what it's all about, consistency. And that's why people spend a lot of money in their advertising budget, because it could be something towards their website, for example, to get that better online presence and better returns. So having said that, mate, I think I'll just leave this here because I just wanted to give you the basic outline on what you're looking at. So have a look through this. I hope you come on board anyway so we can do a little bit more together. But you'll learn so much of all this and more. And they've always got products that they're learning and working on and creating that you can use to get in front of your competition. Like at the moment, we're doing what's called Google News sites, where you could actually create your own links on Google News sites that we've created, and you can do it at a great price. So, and this is going to help power you through, and you're in control of it as well. So, and I can guarantee you that they won't have access to that, and not unless they're in the BAM. So, yeah, you've got a great community that's going to support and help you in ways that no other advertising company is going to tell you, or marketing company is going to tell you what they do. Doing this for a few months, you'll probably be as educated, if not more so, than the majority, to be honest. So definitely a great investment, especially moving forward if you got other little side hustles that you want to be looking at. So, yeah, well, I hope this helps, mate, and I look forward to talking to you again. Sorry about the delay. All right, you take